Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back. Downtown Macon, clear skies right now, and it's not as windy as it was yesterday, but there's definitely been some notable breezes out there today. They're out of the south-southwest versus the northwest, meaning it's working to bring in some warmer air as well as a little bit more moisture ahead of a cold front that is coming in tonight. So radar is quiet for the time being, but during the overnight hours tonight, North Georgia going to get some rain, and we could wake up to a few showers in some of our northwestern counties here in middle Georgia to begin your Saturday. Not a bad evening if you have any Friday night plans. It is going to be a little cool, so you want to make sure you've got that jacket, but notably warmer than last night. We got down to 17 degrees in Macon. It should be a 20-degree jump. All right, upper 30s is what I'm thinking with cloud cover. That's going to be filling in after midnight. That wind staying out of the south-southwest and those gusts in that 15 to 20 mile per hour range. So you do see a lot of upper 30s, maybe a couple of low 40s. Now look, we've definitely noticed and seen that sometimes the models have under-predicted how cold we've gotten. So I wouldn't be shocked if one or two spots try to get down towards freezing tonight. But as those showers do roll in tomorrow morning, temperatures will be above that freezing point. So as we go through the weekend, I personally think that impacts out of this in regards to winter weather are going to be negligible. I just don't like this setup for us in terms of getting, anything substantial. I'm not saying that you won't be able to, maybe see, wake up Sunday morning and see some flurries or flakes coming down from the sky. But to expect that it's going to stick to the ground is a tall order, because the temperatures tomorrow afternoon are going to be in the upper 50s and lower 60s. And we're only expected to get down to around freezing on Sunday morning. It's not like we're going to be down in the 20s. Really, if you want snow here, you need your temperatures to be in those upper 20s when that snow's coming down, because then your ground's getting cold enough it'll stick. This is not going to be a cause for it to stick, because even if it does get down to that freezing point by Sunday morning, the ground will never get there, and then we're going to warm back up during sunrise, and then the clouds are going to be breaking up mid-afternoon. So if there's going to be any impacts out of this, and I said this yesterday, the one concern would be early morning commutes on Monday morning for anything that froze back over. Oh, by the way, Monday's MLK Jr. Day, so a lot of offices, federal, whatnot, no school, those are all going to be closed. So not a bad timing for this to come through. As we continue to move forward, this is a different model here, and for you snow wanners, it's not going to show what you want to see. So you do see the possibility for some showers as we start our Saturday. Again, that's that cold front moving through tonight. And what happens when cold fronts come through? Well, the wind behind is normally out of the northwest and trying to bring in some cold and drier air. Well, it does appear that that process will be a bit delayed, which doesn't work in the favor of the snow, by the way. Okay, cool. The wind staying out of the southwest a little bit, that helps to keep some moisture around. You know what else it does? It helps to keep things warmer. So as we continue through your Saturday evening, we start with this as rainfall, and that added moisture is going to limit how much cooling occurs. So even as we start going into your early Sunday morning, I expect temperatures to still be hovering in those upper 30s by 3-4 a.m. And then finally, okay, now we're around that freezing point as you roll into Sunday. Now look, I do think that the precip may be more widespread than what this model is showing here, but I just don't really buy into a full shift over to snow. And if it does, it's just going to go right back to rain as temperatures go back up into those upper 30s Sunday morning, and highs on Sunday afternoon will be in the lower 40s. So what we're largely thinking is mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow with a few isolated showers. And on Sunday, I'm thinking it's going to be rain likely with a possible mix coming down, but we aren't going to have those ground impacts with some clearing in the afternoon. We'll have your extended forecast in 10 seconds.
Every new Volume Chevrolet comes with our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and oil changes for life. Volume Chevrolet.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So again, some showers for us tomorrow, a couple of them in the morning, and then we have those other ones moving in during the evening hours that eventually become more widespread. And even if we do see a bit of a shift into a mix, it will become rain again heading into Sunday afternoon. This just feels like a nothing burger that's got a lot of people hyped up for it, but a very, very different setup from what we saw last January. I was telling this to Tucker off the screen. High temperatures the day before we got snow last January were in the 30s. Overnight lows were in the teens going into the day of snow. This is a very different scenario. All
right, you sound confident. Another chance to show off your expertise. Some people have mentioned the S word, and you were saying it's not going to happen, so we'll see.
Impacts will